Ooh,
Ooh yeah.
we promised no Women's Tuesdays, man.
Ooh yeah.
I stay true to my stuff, man.
I don't know. If you should be saying that still.
What, no
honestly.
Women's Tuesdays?
Yeah.
We locked in.
Literally missed last Tuesday.
Wait, for real?
Wasn't that last Tuesday?
No, we didn't.
And did. And did.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. That was for some unforeseen circumstances. But we call this era right here full throttle because that's what's going on.
Yes, so. Jam-packed June.
Jam-packed June, that's what we call it.
Oh my God.
Man, it's glad to be back though. Glad to see everyone in the chats.
Hey.
Glad to see everyone here. It's gonna be a good episode today, a great one. Maybe very memorable. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God! Wow, because you have some toxic takes.
No cap. I got some good takes, man. I think it's a good one also for people to weigh into because you kind of can be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You don't have to pay attention to know what's going on. So
yeah, for sure.
I think this is good too.
Hey. But yeah. All right, bet. So welcome to another episode of Cultivating Conversations with GT Squared. I'm your host Deja, along with my not so handsome co-host,
Big Dog, DeAndre Antonio.
Right. Okay. Well, thank everybody for tuning in, and for those who watch afterwards, because like I always say, we know people watch after.
Indeed.
All right, but let's get right into it.
Okay.
So, how did this topic come about, though?
I think this topic honestly came about of a long ongoing back and forth in this household, just about the WNBA in general. It stemming from honestly years prior.
Yeah.
Because I can be honest to say Deja was on the WNBA before the wave hit.
Thank you for some respect.
Women's basketball in general, definitely. Especially when the Mystics had won in 2019, I believe. It was like it was a good thing for DC. So Deja was always on that. But now with the eruption of Caitlin Clark, all the rookies, all the old heads, it's just sparked something new for us. Basically.
Yeah. So when did you start tuning into women's sports overall? Because I mean, I guess
I can be completely honest.
Yeah.
I ain't never women's sports. Okay, I watched some women's sports, but have never been super in depth.
Yeah.
I won't even tally it up to them not having no coverage. I can say I didn't even try to look.
Yeah.
So I would say the most I've watched women's basketball has been this year, and especially the following year with the college women's basketball with all the athletes that are now in the WNBA. So, what about you though? Like officially, because
Well, it was crazy because I'm trying to remember, like back in school when we were learning about sports and stuff, they never talked about women's sports like that, and that was just like 5 years ago, maybe, or whatever. When I went to school.
For real? Even in college?
That's what I'm saying. In college, none of our classes, they talked about women's sports. So I didn't really pay attention like that until like a couple of years ago. I just started like paying attention to the coverage. And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. And so like I started liking people like Sue Bird and like Brittany Griner.
Right, that era.
Like Diana Taurasi, people like that. So I was like, oh, this is pretty lit over here. So that's why I started tapping in. But I would tell DeAndre, you should watch it. You should watch it.
Nah,
you should be like,
I used to be dissing. I used to be dissing.
Like, I'm not watching that.
I used to be dissing. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, but now some trouble in the W, so we wanted to talk about it.
It is some in deep trouble.
Yeah. Well, first of all, this is my little trivia to see if you knew how long the WNBA has been around.
Oh Lord, yeah, I know it hasn't been long.
Okay.
I know it hasn't been long, but okay, I know Candace Parker was drafted around like 2002 or something. I know that, or like 2003. So I'm gonna go 1995.
I really don't know.
What?
But I think it's only been around for like 25 years or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I honestly don't. I don't know the year. The year. But I thought people would have thought that it was like been around for a long time. Yeah. The football been around for like
forever.
1900.
Yeah, when they was wearing these type of hats.
Yeah.
But yeah. I knew it wasn't very long, and that's just from knowing basketball. I knew that.
Yeah. Why are you crying? Oh my God. Okay. So with the recent buzz of like Caitlin Clark and stuff like that,
Lord.
Do you feel that she should be responsible for the attention that they're getting?
It's gonna get toxic.
I'm already hot.
Now let me whatever it's called, preface it.
Yeah.
Preface. Let me preface before I even get into it. I think that the goal for the WNBA, Caitlin Clark or not, the rookies that came in or not, should be to want to grow the WNBA. Okay. That should be the mission. That was the mission when they were talking about it for years, saying how they weren't getting any coverage. The pay was not good. Mm-hmm. You know, they couldn't make good revenue, blah, blah, mm-hmm. blah. So now you get Caitlin Clark, who slimes into the league, right?
Yeah, she's mm-hmm. a rookie this year. People might not know who she is, but she's like a rookie. She went to Iowa for college. Yeah.
Yes. So
she's white, by the way.
All the coverage that she's white.
I'm not giving clarity.
Some context.
Yeah, okay. Context.
The coverage that is become for the WNBA, I would not chalk it up to just her. I'm gonna be respectful.
Okay, be respectful.
I would say that it is because of the rookie class and that stardom that they brought from college. I would say that it is a collective one. Mm-hmm. But we have to be honest and say that majority is from her. Tell me I'm cap.
No.
So what do you think it's from? I don't see how it's not. I don't see how it's not. I honestly see sometimes the way that I can be on the veteran side for once. I would be jealous, a little angry too, because you tried for so long and then you weren't able to do it. Yeah. And now you see somebody getting $1 million sponsorships, $1 million deals, and opportunities that
she getting paid a lot of money
would never come across until she came. So what do you think?
Yeah. Who I think is responsible?
Yeah, let's get the baseline ideas in place first.
I think that is really like social media just in general.
Okay.
I don't think it's just Caitlin Clark because she doesn't have like the best social media presence, but I feel like social media has really helped like us know their personalities more. That's just true, across the board. Like even other players like Asia Wilson, whatever. Like social media has helped us be, or even the teams themselves, like the Las Vegas Aces has a huge like social media. They're like really fun and stuff. So I think that has helped the WNBA more than just Caitlin Clark by herself. Okay. But to be fair, a lot of the games that people were watching last year for college, it was like her matchup, like Caitlin Clark versus whoever. Yeah. But I don't know. I really
okay. Let's break it down a little bit.
Okay.
The all-time viewership and the all-time attendance, right? The players are finally being the players are finally being treated rightfully how they felt they were, right? Mm-hmm. So Caitlin Clark has not directly said, you know, when Diana Taurasi has said, it's going to be a learning curve, which is fine. I have nothing wrong with her saying that. I didn't see a problem when she said it, right?
Yeah.
But what I do see the problem is in the trouble in the W is when they are directing social medias, the media, people thoughts onto one person when she has not directly said that, when I come, I'm going to tear this league up. When I come, I'm going to do this, this, and that.
Like she never said that.
She never said that.
Yeah.
So I'm confused why. Well, they some have said it like what's her name? Janet, the who hip checked her.
Oh,
some Carter, right?
Yeah, something Carter. I forget her first name.
She said what is she good for just for shooting threes, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just confused why everything's being directed at her when she is not the one directly saying it. Why is she getting all the flack for what other people are saying about her?
I mean, I don't know. I think because I guess I really don't know. That's a good point. I think people are just more so mad at the actual idea, so they don't know who to be mad at, I guess. Because it is unfair. Like you get somebody who you feel like doesn't do enough and is getting all the attention and from the labor that you put in before that person. Like I can see why somebody would be upset about that. Especially because if they feel like she's not as good as them. That's how they feel. That's how they truly feel.
Okay, I can see that point because I see that in sports it's competitive. End of the story. People want to be better than the next person. But do you feel that it is coming from a root of jealousy? Less than it's coming from a standpoint, I'm just trying to get a win. I'm trying to be better. Or is it every game, let's shut down Caitlin Clark?
I think it's jealousy for sure. But you should have seen, though. I think sometimes they give too much, they baby her too much because literally one of the games I was watching, Asia Wilson had a bloody nose from being fouled. Okay. Did you see that in the news?
I didn't see it.
But that's my point. It's like, but when Caitlin Clark gets hit, like somebody hit her in the hip, is like this whole crazy thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, and what do you think?
Her nose is literally bloody. Like, and everybody just calls that tough. That's tough. Like,
okay, so what do you think about things like Angel Reese after she hip checked Caitlin Clark, she was like clapping after, and then like I said, she said all she's good for is threes. Like, why is that transpiring though?
Well, that's just jealousy for sure. Like Jeff said, jealousy for it's definitely jealousy. Like that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, because I think that it's becoming a conversation that's not even about basketball anymore. When I see the conversation being rooted in race culture in political culture, that's when I know it's gone too far.
Okay, so you don't think race has nothing to do with it?
Right. See, now I'm about to break it down.
Oh
no, I'm not saying no like, to your question. I'm saying no, like I'm about to answer.
Okay.
I think that race in this situation is only important when it comes to the chance of opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes to the chance of who should be seen and who is not being seen because of other people, right? But when I see it's becoming a race thing where it's like these African American women are doing this because she's white, like I see that as that's wrong. Like,
yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
I don't think they should see it as. I think it should be seen as competitors across the sport, yellow, purple, green, whatever, competing against one another.
Yeah.
So what do you think that it comes down to straight black and white?
No.
You think that it's more in depth than that?
Yeah, it's more in depth, I think. I mean, I think because it's like just living in America is just innately that some people who are not of color, they just get more opportunity. Like you can be mid, you can be not as good, and you will still get everything as opposed to somebody who's like way better than you. That's just how it is. But I think, of course, at the base of it, it should just be about the sport. The sport. Sure. But it's just not, obviously, because you have people on social media like creating these fights and stuff. Yeah.
True. I mean, because the conversation that we have outside of the podcast, it's like sometimes the finger can be pointed at Caitlin where I kind of get taken aback. It's like that's just kind of wrong to me. Regardless of,
and she's so young, so I feel like it's just not fair.
And even regardless of race being in point, which it does play a factor because we can't deny that race has a factor in the U.S. That's a thing. We know that. But I think when it's now becoming like them versus us, that's when I'm seeing it like, man, like what is even going on? Right. Like, you got politicians making statements about this, sending in letters about why she didn't make the USA team. Like,
that's crazy. Like, okay, I know you are one of these people, DeAndre, that you probably believe that they are probably getting paid what they deserve to be paid because they don't have a lot of because they don't have as much TV coverage or these things. If people say they should be paid more, but some people are saying they are getting paid what they deserve to be paid.
I am one of them 100%. No, so you're on the other side. And tell me why.
Why I'm on the other side of that? Yeah. Because I feel like it's one of those things where people just have to invest in it and know that they're going to get their profit eventually. Like the reason why they're not getting paid enough to me is because they don't have enough people like sponsoring the sport. They don't have enough people, being like involved? The TV deals, stuff like that. So I'm just like basically the reason why the NBA has so much money is because they have the TV deals with the networks. They got sponsorship deals, like the NBA has endorsements, stuff like that. So I just think more companies got to put more. They got to invest. They got to be willing to invest. So my question would be to them is like, why would you not want to invest in something like? There's so many businesses where you are willing to go in debt for, but with this, is like you got to see all your profit in the first 6 months. That's like not realistic, and that's not fair.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna answer this. Shout out Enrique. I think she's on the wings, right? She's on the wings.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Oh, she just proposed to her. I saw she proposed to her girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay, but to answer your question, right? And I'm gonna be a realist of the real. I personally don't believe that you can promote something that people don't want to watch.
That is preposterous to me.
I don't think there's anything.
So wait. You think people not trying to watch the WNBA for real? Like that's the reason why they don't have the.
I don't think currently. But I'm not talking about currently. I'm talking about post 2024 season, the one that just happened. Post this when they were.
You mean post or pre? Like before?
I mean pre. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm talking about when they were in conversations about how they were failing to produce revenue and produce profit for the league. I'm talking about that era. At that time,
that era.
I'm looking at the WNBA. Like you think about the media and everything, right? How they weren't barely covering the sport.
Yeah, barely.
Like at all.
Barely.
The thing is, though, things are propelled on money. So viewership, ownership of these companies are not going to put things on your screen that people don't want to watch.
But wait, how many times hold on, let me read. Okay. Who's the W Rookie of the Year? Hold on, let me see what Street Profits is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. It wasn't enough eyes on the sport. They weren't even filling arenas.
Facts.
All right, you can, but it's fortunate. Now we are, but it's honest, they wasn't giving us a product we wanted. Okay, so they wasn't giving a product that fans want. Okay, but this is my thing though.
I can semi.
I think what their issue is, they're trying to convert fans instead of creating fans in general. Like, stop trying to convert NBA fans to WNBA fans.
Right.
Find fans. But how many times have people watched things, or how many times have you come to like something because they forced you to watch it?
Many times.
Most things that we like is because it just happened to be on TV and you just have to hear it 1,000 times on the radio. Like, it's programming.
Yes. Okay.
Programming. So to me, it's just like,
yeah, I can align with that a little bit, because I think that it comes down to two things for me. It's one, the majority a lot of times are telling you one thing, like the WNBA sucks at the time. It's not fun to watch, blah, blah, blah. So the average viewer is like, I'm not even going to check it out.
Yeah.
One. And then on the second fold, it's like, these corporations aren't making good profit. When they were publishing these sports and showing them on TV or media was coverage. And I'm not saying, I don't know specifically, but I don't know if viewership was down or whatever, but clearly they weren't making good revenue.
No.
So you're looking at it from a business standpoint, you're like, well, why would I continue something that's not?
Okay, but to be fair too, like, it's still at that time they were still in the beginning stages too, though.
Okay.
I think some people we got to realize, like, all right, the WNBA is not going to be at the same level as the NFL, and NFL has been around since whenever. Like, there's only, like, they're not even 30 years old. You know what I'm trying to say? So I guess people got to give it a second. I do understand though, because as a business person, but to be fair, there's a lot of Power 5 college teams, like your University of Maryland, your not Penn State, because I'm sure there, but it's majority of the teams, the big football, basketball schools, they don't make revenue. They're in the negatives. So to me, it's like, that's a business that's constantly in the negatives every year, but no one says nothing about that. It's just like, it is what it is. So the WNBA, if you're not making profit or you're in debt and stuff, is like, as a business owner, that don't stop them from still investing in Maryland basketball. Like, you still investing in it. So to me, it's just like, what I'm trying to say? Like,
that's a good point.
Like, most of them are not making a profit at all, but that's not an issue for them, because they believe in the product. Like, you just got to have business owners that believe in the product, and that's just period.
Yeah, like, I think that's a good point too. The WNBA right now is where the NBA was in 1988. That's a good point. Like, saying, like, facts. In 88, around the time where, like, Jordan was becoming Jordan, blah, blah, blah. And things were switching from the Magic and Bird and all that to the new era of NBA players. They were still playing. It's like, this might be the time to catapult. But one thing I want to bring up is that no revolution of anything can't happen without a little bit of violence. So the trouble in the W
is good.
It's good.
Yeah, this little kiki is very
good. Like, this is.
Let me not miss the. Okay, we've been saying, where the women at? We've been trying to watch, but we might have been their only fan base. Okay, yeah, like I guess, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I know the WNBA, they were focused on a lot of, like, women and families. That was their main fan base, but I don't know. And then FanDuel did more of the men watching WNBA than Kayla. I don't get that.
Talking about sports betting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kayla and Angel are literally women versions of Bird versus Mike Magic did for the game. Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
I think that the thing that differentiates sports watching in general is casual fans.
Yes, not the casual fans, not the dedicated fans.
In every sport. Yeah. What you want to prioritize, your mission is to get a casual fan to sit down when dinner's on the table
and watch
the game on TV, because everything is entertainment. You don't want to watch something that's boring. That's what anything. Even the NBA games, when the game get boring, you switch the channel. You want to watch a competitive sport regardless, and it probably was competitive in the past, but didn't have the right coverage. But it took this rookie class right here
to make it
like this could be the time. Like, we're talking, like, that good point right there. We're talking about 70s NBA. Like I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
that's WNBA prior to now. This could be the propel of what is been waiting on. Needed. Yeah, because I do, when I watch things, it's entertaining.
Yeah, and it's crazy how stuff can change, and because even though I was supporting it, it still took me time to be like, oh, what time is the such and such playing? Like, I wasn't there yet.
Nah, me neither.
Because they are expanding the two teams, like they're expanding to Toronto and, like, Golden State area. Yeah. So you can see that it's getting more.
That's clearly has to do on the financial side. Clearly they have the money now to do certain things. And it's like, I see why people are being back to the Caitlin Clark part. Because I see why people are outraged about all this, going on, because if people see as she is the money maker, like, she is the one that helped propel with all the others too. But it's like, why diminish the opportunity when now everything is finally going the correct way? It's like,
I think
that's the only reason I see a problem with what's going on sometimes. Like
that makes sense. Stuff. That makes sense. I just think sometimes people gotta like to me personally, I gotta see what you're saying. So basically what I'm trying to say is, okay, if what Caitlin Clark is doing is going to help everyone else, I need to see how. Okay. Like, if the next rookie class got crazy salaries, then I'll respect it. But if it's literally only going to be her for the next 10 years, profiting, or like the one who's really like taking advantage of this popularity, then I would be upset about that. Okay. But if everybody's starting to get, not everybody, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, if it's more people,
that will happen.
Well, then I'll respect it. But if it's literally only going to be her,
like Paige Bucher is coming. She's a big player.
Yeah, Paige Beckers. Yeah,
Becker. Yeah, I'm saying like with the, it's probably a whole bunch more that, of course, I don't know. But I'm just saying in college, like, that's coming. That could continuously propel. But
no, he said win out of Mississippi is gonna get a win.
They looking like the Washington Wizards, man. We are.
Somebody save our team. They need to bring a team to Philly. Philly gotta focus on their Philly gotta focus on their current teams and win in those areas. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Philly, baseball, they hooping.
The Phillies?
Yeah. I think they number one in the league.
The difference is force support versus excitement. Yeah,
true.
I think they have an organic buzz right now, which is good for them.
Right. Yeah. Like, everything's up right now, which is good.
The numbers and sales around the league up from this time last year. Yeah, if you gotta and people gotta look at that too. Like, as long as you're making progress, or step by step, that's a good year for them.
And I think people, especially people that are running a business, are looking at these young girls, older girls, as strictly numbers. They don't care about they don't care about who don't like who is this and that. They looking at that profit is rising. So they're gonna fuel. It's the same thing with like political campaign. I don't want to bring up politics, but you're gonna fuel the things that are bringing you money. They're gonna pay the news to put this on. So these corporations are gonna pay First Take, pay ESPN. To monitor these things. Like they said Stephen A. and somebody, and First they had a 40-minute conversation.
They did. I saw a little bit of that.
They're gonna pay you to promote it.
Yeah.
So it's like they want to see money.
You're right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see like what more they get. This is not like the other day was my first time seeing a real commercial. I said, they got a couple of WNBA players. Like it's I like it. It's just because you just never seen this before type of thing.
It's authentic.
All right.
Yeah, that I don't even. That's disrespect.
All right. I'm not even going to comment on the DC team because they're barely my teams anyway.
We trying though.
Celtics in 4.
Jaden McDaniels on the way. Jaden Daniels.
Anyways, but okay. So how do you? How do I want to ask this question? Huh?
It's high in this job.
I know it's really high here. Would you want your daughter to play in the WNBA?
Absolutely. I think that
because I think that was the case. That was the thing. Like people knew that they wouldn't really make a lot of money in it. So girls wasn't really trying to pursue it and stuff. So then
even the new rookies, they barely making it. They making $70K for 4 years.
And they don't have enough roster spots because it's not a lot of teams.
People will be getting cut left and right. But I mean, honestly, it's what it looks like right now. It's the time to cash in on the WNBA.
Yeah.
So if you got young kids that are aspiring to be players, like this is the time to lock in.
Yeah, it is.
And more than less, the WNBA is finally coming to fruition. So it's like if you have, I don't know, I'm just saying like a sister or somebody, tell them get on that court.
Yeah.
Like, she might by the time they get there, they could be getting paid millions.
I actually was talking about I was like, I wouldn't mind working in the
WNBA.
Like I would want to. I actually want to now,
especially in an industry that is going up.
Yeah, those are the best places so much room to
grow.
Yeah, to grow, and they're open to new ideas. When you work at NFL or other places, they already they already have their ideas of like how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
certain companies are just like that, but if you're in a company where they trying to get new ideas, then Definitely. All right, so how could this is did you have something?
No.
Okay. All right, so the way we like to end it off is like our hashtag Go Cultivate, which is basically just like what can people do that relates to this episode to kind of help, like, I don't know, just something that we can leave them with to that's related. So the one thing that I thought about was tips on how to convince someone to support the WNBA who's completely opposed or uninterested. Like, what would you even tell them?
First thing I'll tell them is, if you want to watch pure hoops, watch the WNBA, because people love seeing flashy stuff, which is cool. That's fine. You know, that's part of entertainment. But I think a true basketball fan, or somebody that's a casual basketball fan that can't do that flashy stuff, or can't see themselves at the basketball player's spot because it's just their physique and their athletic ability is crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of WNBA players model the game after how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, it's like fundamentals. It's like they're strictly fundamentals.
And you can learn a lot from the way that they play.
Yeah.
Especially a young kid that's probably grown up. They could probably, and sometimes I watch the WNBA and I'm like, sometimes it's like, man, I can't watch this right now, just because sometimes I just get it's a frenzy sometimes.
Yeah. It'd be a lot. It'd be all out of, like, it's unorganized sometimes. Yeah.
But majority of the time, I definitely think the average person can learn.
Yeah. Oh, I love the W, but they got to stop missing these layups on TV.
I'm dead.
Facts. Putting my niece in the gym tonight. Hashtag Go Cultivate. I'm crying, bro.
What would you say? Okay, before you even answer the Go Cultivate, I have a question about, what do you think about people watching it because they just like how the women look? No, serious question.
No, that's fine. Like,
I think it's the same thing with male players.
Yeah, I'm about to say, a lot of people be like, ooh, you know, such and such is cute. That's why I'm watching it. Yeah. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Like, a lot of sports, people like you become drawn to it because of the person.
True.
So that to me is like, why not? Like, if you strictly only want to see it because Angel Reese look good in her little headband, then do it.
I feel like people would watch because of that.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
who will win 1v1? You or Kayla Clark?
Yeah, who will win in a 1-on-1? You or Kayla Clark? Me. She's eating you up at the 3 because you're like,
she's not beating me. I'm beating Asia Wilson too.
No, she would beat you down. Yeah, she would beat you down. Oh my god.
Put a shoulder in my chest. It's like, nah.
Oh my god.
But now, what would you say?
I was trying to think, like, what would I tell somebody? Honestly, I would just say start it in a social setting. Like, to me, because I'm not going to try to force nobody to be interested in something that they just not going to be interested in. But I feel like if you do it in a social setting, you might find it entertaining. Like, you got your little drink, or you out doing make it a fun thing. Don't make it like, oh, I got to sit at the TV and study the game. Like, just make it fun like you would do any other sport. That's what I would try to say. Right. What is? All right. Gil said they should.
That's what Gilly said.
Probably Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas.
They should play in bathing suits.
Nah, that's not funny.
I would smack him. I'm gonna smack him.
Old heads be nuts. I swear to God.
He's not rap tight.
He's definitely.
Oh, help him. Oh my gosh. But nah, I mean,
yeah.
Hey, tonight, if you want to catch a good game,
I think it's the one
Minnesota is playing at 7. No. It's at 10.
They're playing against 10 against the Aces, but it's a game at 7 and it's 2 games at 10.
Yeah, one comes on. What is this? NBA TV. I'm gonna watch that one at 10. That's the Las Vegas Aces and Minnesota Lynx. That's probably gonna be good.
Yeah.
Just a couple games. Well, don't watch the Mystics, y'all. They 0-12.
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But honestly,
check it.
If you actually look at our losses, they be close.
Yeah,
but we just lose. But anyways,
that's because of the mayor. Anyway, I'm so happy. We have you caught us too. Make sure you tune in again next Tuesday, okay? Because it's no more Miss
Tuesdays.
No more Miss Tuesdays.
We got a jam-packed June on the way, jam-packed July. Y'all be in tune, man. No
cap. Yes. So we love y'all. We thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to plug? Oh, YouTube. We got a couple, YouTube videos coming.
Invest in some fans, man. It's hot. That's all I gotta say.
Please. Okay. Well, let's wrap this up. All right. We love y'all. We hope that y'all have a blessed rest of y'all week.
No cap.
And we'll see y'all next time.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday, man.
All righty. Bye.
Peace out.